Hey, this is Daryl. I was dealing with a couple questions. Same question keeps coming in from a whole bunch of different people when it really comes to self-sovereign identity. They're really asking, what should I do with self-sovereign identity? My first answer is, well, get started. Start doing something. Start figuring out where identity has been a problem for your organization, where you wish you could do some things, but you can't. Where there are opportunities to get closer to your customer, but you've tried a bunch of different things. They've been too expensive, too cumbersome. That's where self-sovereign identity really starts to work. The next question comes up is, well, why would I start? Well, the first one, if you're in business, and that includes not-for-profits, charities, universities, your competitors are already doing this. They're already starting to figure out, what does it mean? What changes when I no longer own your identity, when you don't own my identity, and we just establish our relationship just like we do in the real sort of meat space world. Another reason is, if you're trying to figure out how do you strengthen those customer relationships, and so many companies have spent tons and tons of money on trying to improve how they work with other people, how they work with other groups, that they've been burned. The thing with self-sovereign identity is it actually does change the equation. It actually does put the costs right back where they really, truly do belong. So take a look at that. Think about that type of thing. Another one, especially if, with all of the various different breaches, Equifax being the best one at the moment, just absolutely horrific what's going on there. One lady, at least 15 times her identity's been stolen since that one popped. Holding my digital identity inside your organization is a huge liability. It costs you a lot of money. It's an expense just to run it, to maintain it. But the liability alone of having that huge pot, that lovely vault full of information that if they steal it, bang. The liability on your side is huge. But if self-sovereign identity, especially when it's done in a form like the Sovereign Network has done with a full ledger, there's no honeypot to go after. It actually flips the calculus. It changes the finance equation from liability and expense. It turns